One of the many things I firmly believe is that anybody who learns the skill sets of a successful person can travel towards their goals. I don't think I am smarter than anybody else. I just use certain tools I have learned to become more successful. Consistently working hard every day actually works, not with a small number of things. But it works with virtually everything. It might not make you the best, but over time you will see improvement. However, there is an infamous saying, no pain, no gain. It is a phrase we have all heard and remember even as children. The problem with this phrase is, when it comes to training the body, or even the mind, for example to play a sport, to learn a new skill, I strongly believe it is just fundamentally wrong. I am more of a fan of the following phrase: the art of productivity without stressing out is a martial art. Your brain is the most powerful weapon you have at your disposal. And like all weapons you can have control over, it can be used to fight, protect, dominate, serve, and even save lives like your own. But you have to learn how to use it, because it has weaknesses and limitations. You, me, we all have a capped capacity on any given day. But over time all of us can stretch and build that capacity up so much that we can achieve what we originally believed was impossible. Civilizations have been built and destroyed many times over, yet we endure. We get stronger and more powerful with every collapse. Why is that? It's because the human race, people like you and me, have learned and are continuing to learn from our mistakes. The problem is when we make new decisions, we also come across new challenges, so we have to keep learning, evolving, adapting as our brand new future is created. I want you to imagine yourself navigating through life like you are a simple mechanical robot moving through a maze in the dark, kind of like a remote-controlled kid's toy. Please stay with me here. I promise, in a minute, I will bring this back to reality. Every time this robot tries to move through its maze, it keeps bumping into walls and hitting tricky obstacles. Also, every time it gets blocked, it has to learn something new to get closer to the finish line. I am certain every one of us is trapped. However, the finish line in our personal maze is not achieving our goals or becoming rich. The finish line is not what most of us think. It is actually to be happy, to appreciate our life as we try to do the things we want to do inside of it. When we are kids, we intuitively know this. I know this because every child I have met, their dream is to play, to have fun, to make friends, to spend quality time with their family. Why is this? The answer is incredibly simple. It is because they just want to be happy. Now flash forward 80 years to a point in our life when we know we have to give it all up, when every moment can easily be seen as precious. If you had the choice to spend the last month of your life any way you want, what would you do? How would it make you feel? Would your chosen last moments make you feel sad, angry, depressed? If I had the choice, I would want to be very happy. I would want to be having fun, surrounded with good friends and family, laughing, maybe even singing, dancing and playing, like I was young again. This is how I know our purpose in life is not about what you do, it is about how it makes you feel. But just like a silly little kid's toy trapped in a dark maze, we forget what we are doing and how to get out. There is nothing wrong with achieving things in life. In fact, it is possibly the best way to engage in, but it shouldn't be at the expense of enjoying it. I have a personal test that helps me judge how deep I am in my own personal maze. I ask myself one simple question, and I really try to answer it honestly. This question can be confronting, but it can help reset your priorities. The question is, how much of my life do I honestly regret? If you are out of the maze, the answer should always be 0. I have done lots of stuff I used to regret, but I have found a way to turn most of my regrets into reasons to grow. And even in these difficult times in my life, I have a reason to appreciate them and move on. Over time, I have learned from my mistakes. Just like civilizations over thousands of years, I have largely become stronger and wiser regardless of how much I have been wronged and how many things I would have done differently if I had a choice. I know I am a better person than I used to be when I was younger, and on some crazy level, I am glad it happened to me. I used to utter the following phrase to my friends after I have told them my life story. I wouldn't wish some of my past on my worst enemy, but I am glad it happened to me. The key to overcoming your regrets is to find a reason why it is worth it, and your life is a better place because of those terrible times. Sometimes this takes a lot of action, but I believe most of the time it takes a good long heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. To sit down and spend quality time with the most important family member and friend in your life, you. Every person should like who they are and genuinely want to be happy, no matter what they have done or what they believe. You deserve it. Now, going back to the beginning, how do we achieve our dreams and enjoy the process? The martial art of stress-free productivity. Let me be clear here. When I think of stress, I think of two kinds. Good stress. Stress that makes me stronger, and stress I want to experience again, like going to the gym or studying a subject I like learning. And the second stress, burnout stress, or stress that makes me give up over time. To avoid burnout stress, I need to know that I am moving forward. That is critical. I also need to know my current capacity, and to only bend my limits, not break it. This is a constant dance I have with myself that changes every day. I have to listen to myself. I actively look for signs that I am reaching my limit, and just like I would treat a good friend, I don't judge myself when I haven't achieved my goals but I am getting too tired to continue. I don't push past my limits by forcing myself. Instead, I listen, learn, and regularly challenge myself to do a little better every day. What is difficult today will be easier tomorrow. Think about that phrase, that mantra. What is difficult today will be easier tomorrow. There is no real finish line in life. At least there is not one when you are achieving your goals. As humans, it is almost like our desires are unlimited. No matter what we do or what we get in life, we have this strange reflex to turn our previous dreams into our current expectations. This is another reason why I am sure the reason why we are alive is not to primarily to achieve things or get stuff. It is to make the most of our life by being happy and appreciating as much of it as we can. I am, whether I like it or not, the co-author of my destiny. Even though I have not written every word, I have not written every paragraph of the book I call my life, I have had an opportunity to respond the way I wanted to in any given moment. When I think about that, I realize that I am almost completely responsible for my fortune and my misery. If I try hard enough, and I try long enough, I seem to always find a way to appreciate each regretful episode in my life. Just like a nugget of gold found in a lump of dirt, I hold on to that reason to appreciate the bad times, and I use it to improve my future. This is one of my tools I use to achieve my dreams, because every negative belief I hold on to, no matter how justified I may feel, I know it is also limiting my potential in some way I can't predict. So I use my feelings as a compass, not a map, but a compass to help me know if I am traveling in the right direction. You may have also heard the phrase, nothing brings more success like being successful. On the other side of this gold coin is the phrase, the best way to help you fail is to doubt yourself. Doubt and worry have their place. It is when it is pathological, when it feels like it is part of our DNA. That is when you have to doubt your doubts and question your worries. I guarantee you will have a brilliant reason why you are convinced you will probably fail. But with every intelligent idea, it also contains a certain level of ignorance. I have never met a charismatic achiever who regularly doubted themselves. In fact, I am willing to bet if you told somebody like this that they can't succeed enough times, they would actively distance themselves from you. Good friends believe in you. They believe that if you don't have the skills now, then if you put enough energy into it, you have a serious chance in your future. This is a marker for love. It is a marker for friendship. Don't give up on yourself and be that guy for others. The way you treat and judge others will indirectly determine how you treat and see yourself. This beautiful gem can open or close doors in your own life without you even knowing. I want to share with you a small story about my own life. This story has helped and is continuing to help me fight one of my own demons. My addiction to food and my struggle to stay healthy because of my addiction. I know exactly why I started to gain weight. It was because I used to quietly judge and mock people who actively exercised on a daily basis. I saw people athletically running down the street that those people cared more about their appearance than they do about the people around them. This judgment limited me because I don't want to be like them, and so I unconsciously let myself go and became less healthy. Now I realize that building a good, solid, healthy body is a way I can care and look after myself, like I would want to do with a good friend. It is a way I can be compassionate and respectful towards myself. I learned that judging others is also limiting my own choices in my life. And most of the time, my judgments are based on ignorance, not wisdom. If you want to achieve your dreams and live the life you wish you could, don't only ask yourself, are you capable? Also ask yourself, are your thoughts, judgments, beliefs, and habits right for that life? Are you, all of you, a good fit to unlock the next great chapter in your life? Small and large opportunities are everywhere, but if you have to be ready to see them and you have to be ready to take advantage of them. Whatever you do, do not give up on yourself. You deserve to be happy no matter what life throws at you.